Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. We want to be taking to the front lines again with the JASMY price set, because I think that you guys are not 100% bullish on JASMY, right? Because I can tell from my last update that you guys didn't watch the video as much as you normally do, and I think that probably sentiment was just down from your side. But let me quickly show you why JASMY is really bullish here, and probably after this video you're probably going to be much more convinced that look, we are holding something that is a gem almost like here with JASMY, because yeah, the trajectory that the JASMY price that is following in here, right? Long term, short term, both. I mean, it's really fantastic. I'm going to show you some interesting charts as well. But before we get there, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. People looking for JASMY updates will now be able to find this video much more easily. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, I want to encourage you to do so, really, because I do TA on JASMY and a number of altcoins on a regular basis. Now, without me further running my mouth too much, let's actually jump right here into the daily time frame, and you are still seeing this amazing structure that we have been talking about. And we're saying that look, if you are looking for a 50x, 25x, 100x here, this is the exact same structure that you should be taking a look at, because I mean, throughout the history of this market, this is what has brought those kind of gains right there. So I mean, fantastic obviously to have JASMY having exactly that right there. But short term wise, we are still seeing that JASMY is still stuck in a range. I've been talking about this. I mean, yeah, ranges are very boring because you're probably repeating the same thing time and again and again and again. But yeah, that's the reality that we have here with JASMY. We are also seeing that again, it's those Fibonacci retracement levels which are rejecting the price one more time from the very top of that to the bottom. Again, it's the I mean 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level in this case. If you want to take reference to this first one right there to the bottom of the structure, you are seeing that is the 0.38 Fibonacci retracement levels. So still we are stuck in that range here with JASMY. I mean, with support below and then obviously resistance on top right there. So JASMY is basically waiting for the rest of the markets to do something here. Well, I mean, we want to see some clarity, especially from BTC. But I'm going to show you some good news why they even, I mean, in as much as we are waiting for the rest of the market to move, I'm going to be showing you why you should actually be in JASMY, because there is an advantage to that. So let's quickly take a look at you know, what BTC is doing right at this point. It's also stuck in its own range, but you can see that it's trying to break this downward sloping resistance coming off of a strong support. This is exactly what we were talking about in the last update here, saying that look, we are headed into support, so a bounce is actually likely. If you remember, maybe you didn't watch the video, because as I said already, not a lot of people watched that update right there, and I was kind of heartbroken, right? But let's forget about that. Let's quickly get back to JASMY here, and we're also saying that yes, this is some kind of a support level here, and you usually want to, you know, take some kind of an action, which is to buy. Obviously JASMY was up something like 16-15%, so that's great, but we are still expecting the rest of the market to pick itself up a little bit, and then we can challenge the highs here of the trading range. That's around something like here at least 2.4 cents, and then as high as something like 2.7% here, 2.7 cents for JASMY here. But I want to show you what the indicators are doing, because there is one which is definitely painting a very nice picture here for JASMY. Taking a look at the RSI, we are pretty much doing some normal stuff right here. If you remember, I was saying that 40% on the RSI is what we need to hold, and then we can start picking ourselves up. The lowest was something like that 8, and you can see that's exactly what JASMY was doing. So we're looking pretty good right there. But the indicator that I'm saying that has me kind of optimistic here is the MACD, which you can see that with the MACD, I mean, take a look at the crashes here within that range that we have been stuck in with JASMY. The initial one, obviously you can see momentum to the downside, like big momentum, and then obviously the second attempt here to push the price to the downside, it was a little bit lower compared to this one. And then I mean, the third one there, you can also see that the momentum even got lower compared to this one and this. So JASMY is indicating strength right there. And then the fourth one, the final one that we just had, like you know, the 1st of May, you can see that the momentum was even smaller compared to this and this and this. So basically JASMY here is building some strength within that range. That's why I was saying that probably buying at 1.75 here was not a bad idea, because JASMY is kind of indicating that it's growing in terms of strength right here. This is the daily time frame. The weekly time frame may probably have a different story, but on the daily time frame here, just in terms of getting back to the top of this range here around something like 2.4 cents, I think that yeah, you know, we are building some momentum right there. So that's fantastic obviously, but this is just short-term price actions here with JASMY. We're not really interested in that, to be honest with you, because we don't have any, you know, open trades right there. But I want to show you here what exactly, or why exactly we are in JASMY, because A lot of people, really, to be honest with you, they don't understand. Take a look at this structure here and take a look at it closely. Right, this is something that you definitely have seen before in the market, at least if you have been here, maybe let's say for one bull market or something like that, or if you just spend time in the market taking a look at structures. Right, some of these things, after just spending like much time in the charts, you just get to see them like very easily. Right, so this whole thing, I've seen it like multiple times here. Right, now one example that I can give you is maybe a velo, right, velocity. So let's go to that velo chart, and you see that JASMY is probably exhibiting the same exact thing right here. Right, so you can see velo here ever since February, or we can say, yeah, February 2023 has the same chart with JASMY, like pretty much the same chart with JASMY, but it's actually going at a faster pace. Right, but take a look at all the stages that we have right here, the same things that we are having with JASMY. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna show you those charts one on top of the other, so that you have a clear idea of what exactly is happening right there. And yeah, so down below here we've got the velo chart, and then here we have got JASMY right on top right there. I mean, take a look at this. So with JASMY, we're probably somewhere here, just consolidating, hoping for that breakout here. But I mean, this is really, really crazy. It's really unbelievable. You can call it a market manipulation, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but I would call it the reality of the market. But even take a look at these stages prior to the rallies happening here, and then the crashing structures are pretty much the same thing, right? Even look at this spring here of the wake of accumulation pattern, spring here of the wake of accumulation pattern, and then eventually you are looking at this you know, kind of a pullback or something. We are having the same thing here with JASMY. Eventually just start moving to the upside. You are now consolidating with JASMY here. Velo was also consolidating right there, right? And where exactly is Velo right today, having had the same structure with the JASMY price that we are looking at the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level here for JASMY. So we've been talking big about Fibonacci retracement levels here with JASMY. I'm also going to show you different patterns, but almost the same thing really here with the Velo price set by there. So let's take a look at that. From the very top of this, that's around something like 33 cents right there for JASMY, right? To the very bottom here, we are targeting the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level, and that's taking JASMY to something like 50 cents. I think that this is a very, very possible price target here for JASMY, and I'm looking forward to it. But this is not the only thing that we have been saying JASMY can do, right? This is just one other reason that we can believe that JASMY is very, very bullish right there. But I've also been showing you some crazy charts here. Let's quickly go ahead and look at JASMY here on a linear chart, not on a log chart, and we are seeing that JASMY is looking very fantastic. So JASMY USD, and here is exactly what we have. Let's take it off of the log scale, and then definitely zoom in a little bit. I don't know if it's zooming in or zooming out, but I really get confused with those things. But take a look at this. This is looking like a depressing structure, obviously, but as we always say time and again, look, if you are looking for that 50x and something like that, you are definitely supposed to be looking at something like this. But you know what, I also put some great news for you guys. We are relaunching our Patreon with only like limited spots left right here. We've got almost like you know, 11 spots remaining here for this tier, and then we also have got 30 spots only remaining for this tier. I mean, what do you get from this things? You get like trade alerts, like with you know, exact profit tracking and you know, stop losses and all that great stuff. You get to direct message me. You also get to even have a voice call and ask anything that you want to ask relating to the crypto market. You get to see what exactly is happening on the blockchain, and you get to see what the whales are actually doing right on time. Where you're going to be using Glassnode, Sentiment, and all those other big instruments in the market. And you also get to have like exclusive content, right? Only content that they produce for you, and 1:1 like mentorships as well. So if you are looking to start your trading journey, we can give you some guidance according to obviously the experience that we have had in the market, right? You also get to get a weekly newsletter, right, talking about like the current trends in the market. So I think it is a great deal for everybody, and you should be getting a spot as soon as possible before all the spots basically run out. We only have like about 40 remaining, right? So getting back to the JASMY price set here, I was saying that yeah, this structure looks a little bit depressing here, but this is the only thing that you should probably be looking towards or looking forward to here for JASMY, right? So let's quickly show you the main example that we have been talking about. That's also Cardano, right? So I showed you, remember, the Velo price set, but taking a look at Cardano here, we can also see that it was exhibiting the same structure here with the JASMY price set, and take a look at where this eventually heads you to. So I mean, Jasmine is really, really bullish in my humble opinion, in my eyes, and I'm not giving up on that, obviously. But so it wasn't only Cardano which was very bullish like that. We also saw things like even Ethereum, the king of altcoins. So Ethereum also exhibiting the same structure. So Jasmine is pretty much doing a normal thing. I mean, take a look at that, right? Those crashing waves to the downside, a retrace, and then flattening out before you just pull out to the upside right there with Ethereum. And taking a look at Cardano, 5, maybe not 5, but a lot of these I mean, sharp crashing waves to the downside before you rally and head into flattening out. Coming back to Jasmine, we are seeing pretty much the same thing. So we use Fibonacci retracement tools, right, to go ahead and try to predict where the whole thing is going to go to. So that's basically from the very top of the structure to go to the very bottom here. We are seeing that, you know, Cardano was just shy of something like the 2.618 Fibonacci extension level there. Ethereum itself was able to reach the 3.618 Fibonacci extension level. That's exactly at something like you know, yeah, 3.618 Fibonacci extension level. Now coming back to Jasmy and applying basically those easy concepts right there. So remember that we also have got the Velo chart, and we are using the same Fibonacci retracement tools one more time from the very top of that to the bottom of that. Here we are seeing that the initial that we were talking about with Velo was around 50 cents, but very plausible in my humble opinion. But also we are taking a look at the best case scenarios, why that's 86 cents, as well as something like $1.20 here for Jasmine. Now as you go higher, it becomes much more unlikely, right, for those price targets to be hit. But if you're talking about something like 50 cents here for Velo, I think Jasmine, which Velo did, I mean, just that one example, I think that we are pretty much poised for something fantastic here on Jasmine, right? So obviously, remember, none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't be buying or selling anything because of anything I say, all right? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll have to see you on the very next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye.